Good morning friends. This is Dr. Harshavardhan Hilli and I am working as an assistant professor, Department of Genetics and Plant Breeding, PGCA, RPCO, PUSA. So, in the last lecture we had already discussed about the key basic functions that can be used in the Excel. So, we had already discussed about these all aspects. So, today we are going to move ahead. So, we are going to focus on these four particular aspects. That is how to use the concatenate function, how to use the sumif function, how to use this lookup function, and how to separate the data from the existing cells. So these four details we are going to study today. So coming with the first one, that is I have taken one example here, that is how to merge the cells. Okay. So basically we are having the data related to the cities. So these are the cities and these are the states. So what I need to do, I need to get that this particular city and the state in one particular cell. Okay, so for that what I need to do is we are having two options. Directly we can use this concatenate function, or else you can also use this code. Okay, so what I'll be doing, I'll be double clicking here. Okay, and then I'll be going for equals to symbol. Then I'll be typing this concatenate function. You can just see here I'll be double clicking on this. So once I'll be double clicking, then what I will be doing, I will be going for selecting the cells. See here I'm selecting this Muzaffarpur. Okay, and then what I will be doing, I will be going for typing this comma. Okay, and then I will be going for so we need to have a space between the city and the state, right? So for that what I will be doing, I will be going for putting this double inverted comma and then space and then inverted comma, again double inverted comma and then comma. Okay, and then I will be selecting the state. Okay, so once I will be doing this, I will be going for enter mark. So you can see here, so the two cells, that is city and the state, are being we have got into a single cell, that is Muzaffarpur and the space Bihar. So similarly, if I just scroll down, so if I just pull that mark, so that I will be getting the same details for rest of the city and the state. So this is how we can use this function, concatenate cell function, in order to merge the cells. So next we will be seeing about how to separate the data. For example, I am having certain data related to vehicle number. So initial two digits says from which particular state this particular passing of the vehicle belongs to. Okay, so I need to type it. If I want to go for typing manually, I need to go for typing here Bihar and then Karnataka, then UP. Okay, so what I can do is I can directly go for separating these first two digits. Okay, so for that what I will be doing, I will be using this left function. So I will be typing is equals to symbol and then I will be going for left. Okay, so why I am going for left? Because I need to separate those two particular digits, right? So that alphabets BR, like that. So I will be double clicking on this, and then what I will be doing, I will be selecting this one. Okay, by pressing the control and selecting, I will be selecting this cell, and then I will be going for putting the comma, and then I will be putting 2. Why 2? Because there are two letters here, B and R. Okay, I need to separate those. So then I will be going for enter mark. So I will be getting those two digits completely out from that particular cell. Okay, so this is how we can use this function, that is left function, in order to separate the data from the cells. Okay, so in each heading I am giving this particular code word. Okay, so that it will be easy for remembering for me also as well as for you also. Okay, so why this 2? Because two letters are there which I need to separate. Similarly, you can separate the right cells. Okay, by going for right function. Okay, that is how we will be separating the particular data from each cell. Okay, and then next we will be going for sumif function. Okay, so I need to use the sumif function. Okay, so what you mean by this sumif function? Here we can go for selective summing. If I want to sum this data, okay, I can directly go for double clicking and I can go for sum. Okay, but I don't want to do this function, because so it is what I need is I need to only sum up the selective data. For example, this data is there, that is the fruits. Okay, in the for second column. In the third column, it is about the production, that is how many tons. Okay, and in the third column we are having the particular state. In Bihar, we are getting 200 tons of mango. In Himachal Pradesh, we are having 500 tons of apple, so and so. Okay, so what I want is, from this particular table I need to take. Okay, so I need to know how much production of mango is there. with irrespective of the state, okay, whether it is Bihar, whether it is a Himachal, whether it is a Maharashtra, okay. So what I will be doing, I will be using this SUMIF function. So for that, what I will be doing, I will be going for double clicking here, okay, somewhere in the way where in which cell you need to have that result, you can go for clicking there. So I will be using this cell, so is equals to symbol, and then you need to type sum if, okay, this sum if you are typing, and again go for a double click on this. So once you are going for double clicking, then what you need to do is you need to select this list, okay. So this fruit list, okay, I am selecting all this data, and then I will be going for putting the comma, okay. So once I will be doing this, so what I want here, I need to take out only the data of mango, okay. So I am typing the mango here, and I will be selecting this one also, okay. So once I will be doing this, again I will be going for putting the comma, okay, and then I need to take the data of this production. So among these production details of all the fruits, so I need to have only mangoes. For that reason, I am taking only this mango here. If I want lychee, so I will be writing here lychee. If I want coconut, I will be writing here coconut, okay. So once I will be doing, I will be going for entering the mark. So you can see here 750. You can just check manually also. So in Bihar 200, in Himachal Pradesh it is 50, and in Maharashtra it is around 500. So totally if you are counting, it will be 750. So this is how you can use this sum if function for selective summing, okay. So since the data is very small, it is very easy to calculate with our naked eye, okay. So it is very much visible. But if I have 1000 data, I cannot go in detail, I cannot go counting by individual cells. So for that we can use this sum if function, okay. And the last function is lookup function. So how can we use this lookup function, okay. So for example, I am taking here the student details, okay. So these are the students and the marks allotted for them, okay, out of 100. So what I want to do is I need to assign the grades. Say for example, if 80, okay. So if it is 80, then it will be like around A grade or B grade, okay. So for example CRP grade, and if it is around 50-60 marks, then it will be around C grade, like this. So I cannot do it manually, okay, if the data is too much large. If the data is around if 500 students are there, if 1000 students are there, I cannot go on giving the data, I cannot go on assigning the data manually like this. So what I will be doing, so this is my the grade, okay, like if he is scoring 90 and above, he will be getting A grade. Similarly, like 75 to 90, it will be B grade, okay. If he is getting 0, it is fail, okay, and 0 to up to 45 it is fail only, and from 45 to 60 it is D grade, okay. So and so. So I am having this grade details with me. So how I will be using this lookup function is, so I'll be double clicking. So whatever the function that you can use, so you need to go for going for double click, and then you need to put the equals to symbol. This is a key point for all the functions that how you are going to use, okay. So I'll be typing here equals to symbol, and then I'll be typing lookup, okay. So here it is coming lookup function, double click on it. Once you are double clicking on that, then what you need to do, so you need to go for selecting the cell, okay. That means marks where you are going to which marks you are going to consider here. For example, this one. So once you are selecting this one, then what I will be doing, I will be going for selecting this cell, marks I have selected, and then go for comma, okay. And then I need to select this range, okay, 0, 45, 60, this range, and again I will be going for putting the comma, and then I will be going for selecting the grades, okay. So once I will be selecting this, once I will be doing this, what I will be doing, I will be selecting this data only. That means related to the grade and the marks, the column, okay. So I will be selecting only this much data, and then I will be pressing F4. See, once I am pressing F4, so it will be getting converted into a formula, okay. So once it is done, then go for clicking on the enter, okay. So you can see here I have got the grades here, okay. I will be just pulling it, so the rest of the students will also be getting the grade. So you can just compare now. For if he is having 80, then it is B grade. You can cross check, okay. Only if he is getting 90 marks and above, then it will be A grade. So it 80 marks, so it is a B grade. Similarly 56, it will be categorized as D grade. So and so. So this is how we can use this lookup function. Okay, so this is what I wanted to discuss in this video. So 4 aspects I have covered here. How to use this concatenate cell function, and how to go for separating the data from the cells, okay. So how to use the SUMIF function, and how to use this lookup function, okay. So there are a number of key functions are there in Excel. So one by one we will be learning within a span of 10 to 15 minutes video. So today I wanted to discuss about these aspects, these 4 aspects. Hope it is very much clear. If still there are any doubts, you can easily come to me, or you can easily reach to me. So I will be there in the Department of Genetics and Plant Breeding. Okay, RPCA Pusa. You can also note down by number 89710 54492. Thank you.